Catch Mufasa's awesome journey in this Disney prequel. This American film mixes action, laughs, and heart as we dive into his story. Watch our review, get the ending explained, and find out Mufasa's secret fighting moves. It's perfect for anyone who loves Disney and action movies. In the land of Meal, everything is peaceful. Zebras, giraffes, hippos, and lots of other animals live happily together under the warm sun. Today, there's a buzz in the air because King Simba has called everyone to share some big news. His voice is full of happiness as he announces that he and Nala are going to have a cub. It's like the circle of life is coming full circle. Simba looks up at the sky, his heart full, and quietly tells Nala he's coming home. Meanwhile, Nala, feeling tired from the day, rests in her favorite spot. The calm kingdom is all around her, and she softly promises that she'll always wait for Simba. Trusting his friends, Simba asks Timon and Pumbaa to look after Kiara, his brave daughter. Excited for the job, Timon and Pumbaa start telling a wild, energetic story about how they supposedly beat Scar. Kiara, innocent and wide-eyed, laughs and reminds them that her dad told a different story. Their laughter fills the air as they share a fun moment, forgetting all their worries. Later, Rafiki visits Kiara, bringing wise words that feel a bit mysterious. Kiara, super excited, tells him how much her parents trust Timon and Pumbaa, but she also shares a secret. She dreams of being a brave lioness. Still, she has some doubts. Rafiki listens with understanding, then smiles and tells her that even Simba once felt small. To show her, he tells a story about how Mufasa, her grandpa, took Simba to the top of Pride Rock to teach him to roar under the stars, embracing the sky and his future. Rafiki starts another story, taking Kiara back to a tough time when a bad drought hit the land. Mufasa and his brother, Scar, were just cubs, not knowing what was ahead for them. Their parents showed them the beauty of the kingdom, teaching Mufasa to imagine leading it someday. Together, they sang about being united and how beautiful life is, even when things are hard. But happiness doesn't last long. A huge rainstorm turns rivers into crazy floods. Mufasa's parents try hard to keep him safe from the water. From the edge of a cliff, his dad tells him to move fast, while his mom gently tells him to take small, careful steps. Fear makes Mufasa freeze, and as the ground under an elephant gives way, Mufasa is swept away by the rushing water. The flood carries Mufasa far from safety, finally tossing him onto a floating log in a distant part of the kingdom. There, he meets Taka, a brave cub and son of King Obasi. Carefully, Taka goes up to the stranger but quickly warns him that a crocodile is coming fast. Mufasa, stuck in fear and unable to swim, can't defend himself. Taka tries to help, but things get chaotic. Just when it seems like all hope is lost, Taka's mom, Issy, shows up, scaring the predator away with fearless strength. Relief turns into seriousness as Issy scolds Taka for talking to strangers. She insists they leave Mufasa behind, saying that King Obasi will never accept an outsider. Taka, feeling sorry for Mufasa, refuses to leave him, defending the lost cub honestly. His words make Issy think. Gathering his courage, Mufasa explains he got separated from his family by the flood. His plea touches Issy, especially when he asks for help finding his way home. Issy tells him that sometimes getting lost can lead to a new path, and that path can become home. Issy reluctantly brings Mufasa to her group. There, he meets the cold and calculating King Obasi, who declares outsiders have no place among them. Obasi's dislike grows as he repeats Mufasa's name, treating it like a threat to Taka's spot as the next king. With bad intentions, Obasi comes up with a plan to get rid of Mufasa, a race. He says it's a test of strength, with Mufasa's fate decided if he loses. The group watches in tense silence. Before Obasi can make his challenge happen, Issy steps in. Calm but firm, she suggests her own idea. If Mufasa wins, he stays with her. She turns to Taka, saying that if he's going to be king someday, he has to prove it. This race, she insists, will be his first lesson in earning his place. With hesitation, Obasi agrees to let the race decide Mufasa's fate. As the young lions get ready, the group watches in silence. Tired and hungry, Mufasa struggles to keep up. Running next to him, Taka pauses before quietly admitting he has always wanted a brother. Before Mufasa can reply, Taka makes a surprising choice. He slows down, letting Mufasa win. Obasi's angry roar cuts through the group as he scolds Taka for losing to a stranger. Though angry, Obasi keeps his word. allowing Mufasa to stay but ordering him to live apart from Taka. Despite Obasi's dislike, Mufasa and Taka become very close, celebrating their new brotherhood with laughter and songs. Over time, the cubs get into trouble often, leading to many complaints. While Issy defends Mufasa, Obasi refuses to acknowledge him, coldly saying Taka is his only son. When Taka says he wants to join Mufasa, Obasi forbids it, warning that outsiders can't be trusted. Torn between his father's harsh words and his loyalty to Mufasa, Taka remains unsure. Under Issy's teaching, Mufasa thrives. She teaches him advanced hunting tricks and he gets a super sharp sense of smell. On one hunt, Mufasa smells a herd of antelope far to the south. When Issy asks how he knows, he explains the faint scent reminds him of home. Issy gently reveals it is the scent of his mother, a sign she is still with him. Her words give Mufasa new hope and a feeling of belonging, even with the group's coldness. In a quiet moment, Mufasa tells Issy he's afraid Obasi will never accept him. Issy reassures him that he is her family, no matter what Obasi thinks. Growing wiser, Mufasa accepts his role as someone who wanders, free from the weight of being royal. Back in the present, Timon and Pumbaa interrupt Rafiki's story, jokingly comparing Mufasa to themselves as wanderers. Annoyed, Kiara tells them to be quiet, eager to hear more. Rafiki reveals that while Taka secretly watches his brother and Issy, danger is coming. Huge white lions, pale and scary, creep closer, their presence breaking the calm. Mufasa jumps into action, putting himself between Issy and the attackers. The fight is fierce, every roar and hit testing his strength. From a distance, Taka watches in fear, unable to move. Stuck in fear, he runs away, leaving Mufasa and Issy to the deadly predators. Mufasa fights with incredible bravery, beating one of the white lions and making the rest run away. Tired but winning, he helps Issy back to the group. As whispers spread, Issy tells everyone what happened, her voice shaking with thanks. She tells the group that without Mufasa's courage, she wouldn't have made it. The group stirs uncomfortably, but Mufasa warns them the white lions are only half a day away. Obasi, calling him a stray, refuses to act. Frustrated, Mufasa challenges Obasi to send a scout. Grudgingly, Obasi agrees, though anger remains. In private, Obasi confronts Taka, accusing him of leaving Issy and shaming the group. Taka, feeling guilty and shaken, struggles to answer as his father's harsh words cut deep. Far from the group, King Kairos, leader of the White Lions, learns of his son's death. Furious, he asks how a simple lion could beat him. In a cold act of revenge, he orders the failing warrior to be eaten by the lionesses, sending a scary message to everyone. Back at the group, Obasi becomes harsher with Taka, telling him to lie and deny his fear to protect their family line. Taka, torn and shaken, admits he doesn't want to be king or live a life of lies. He begs to simply be Obasi's son, but Obasi dismisses him, saying survival demands strength and sacrifice. Their talk is cut short when the scout returns, out of breath and serious. He confirms Mufasa's warning. The white lions are coming and they outnumber the group 2-1. The coming threat forces Obasi to make a big decision. He orders Taka to leave and makes Mufasa his protector, tying them together with a promise of loyalty. Mufasa initially refuses, not wanting to leave Issy behind. But with a steady look, Issy reminds him of his destiny. She talks about Meal, a land beyond the horizon, green and filled with sunlight, a place where Mufasa will find his true home. Tearfully, Mufasa says he doesn't want to lose her. Issy reassures him, her voice calm and steady, telling him his parents are alive and waiting for him to fulfill his role in the circle of life. With heavy hearts, Mufasa and Taka say their goodbyes and start their unsure journey. Back in the present, Timon and Pumbaa interrupt Rafiki's story with jokes before leaving. Annoyed, Kiara waves them off, telling Rafiki to keep going. The story moves to Obasi, who gets ready to face Kairos. Rafiki describes Kairos as tall and arrogant, saying he is the one true king, the last ruler of the Valley of Kings. Obasi, feeling crushed by Kairos's power, whispers that the circle of life is broken and only one Lion King can exist. Meanwhile, Mufasa and Taka keep going on their journey, but danger is hiding in the shadows. The white lions get closer, and suddenly, Mufasa tells Taka to swim. Taka freezes, remembering the flood that separated him from his family. At that moment, Kairos himself appears, his cold stare fixed on the brothers. He demands to know who killed his son, delivering his judgment with chilling calm. Blood will pay for blood. The brothers run, but their path leads to a cliff, trapping them. Desperate, Taka, paralyzed by fear, mumbles an apology and shoves Mufasa toward the water, forcing him to jump. A white lioness jumps after them, but fate steps in. A crocodile pulls her under. The river's strong current sweeps the brothers away, saving their lives but leaving them tired and helpless. Far behind, Kairos watches with cold determination, swearing to hunt the brothers down no matter where they go. Continuing their escape, the brothers meet Sarabi, a lioness looking for survivors of her group, scattered by invaders. Sarabi hasn't found anyone else until now. Before they can ask more, a nervous hornbill named Zazu appears, begging not to be eaten. Calming himself, Zazu explains that Sarabi is a princess, sent on a journey by her father with Zazu as her protector. The brothers share their dream of reaching Meal, the legendary paradise, but Sarabi is doubtful. To her, Meal is just a story. She dismisses their hope, saying hope doesn't fill empty stomachs. Yet the brothers remain firm in their belief that Meal will be their new home. In the deep forest, Rafiki lives as an outcast, gifted with visions and healing powers. Banished by his kind, he leaves calmly, saying his family awaits him beyond the trees. Fate leads him to Taka and Mufasa, who, hungry and desperate, try to scare him. Unbothered, Rafiki moves with peaceful confidence, telling them if they kill him, they'll never find Meal. Startled, the brothers try to make a deal, but Rafiki refuses, insisting their paths are separate. Frustrated, Taka mutters about another misfit they can't eat, while Mufasa grows thoughtful. Back in the present, Timon and Pumbaa burst into laughter, joking that Rafiki took over Mufasa's story. Rafiki, calm but offended, reminds them that his story is connected with Mufasa's. Kiara, touched, looks to the sky and whispers for her parents to come back. In the flashback, Rafiki offers Mufasa quiet wisdom. Mufasa admits fears of water and repeated dreams of his parents. Rafiki reassures him, saying his mother's voice is guiding him. That night, Rafiki catches a fish, but after looking at it, releases it back, saying it is not its time. At dawn, the group continues their journey. Mufasa uses his sharp sense of smell to find food, leading them to a herd. Filled with new hope, they press on, singing of the mythical Meal, where they dream of building a home. As the group crosses a valley, Rafiki warns they are being watched. Kairos' lionesses report back to their leader, noting the group now includes a lioness and a baboon. Kairos tirelessly chases them. Meanwhile, Taka, crushing on Sarabi, asks Mufasa for advice. Mufasa suggests calm words and mentioning flowers, but Taka nervously blurts, "You smell like a duck." To his surprise, the conversation flows until the white lions appear on the cliffs above, their stares fixed on the group. Taka ignores the threat until the group realizes the lions can jump across the valley. Acting fast, Mufasa rallies nearby elephants, but Sarabi climbs a tree and pushes beehives onto the elephants, making them angry. The chaos makes the white lions run away. Though safe for now, the group knows the danger isn't over. Rafiki observes, saying that even the smallest creatures play a role in the circle of life. Sarabi's bold plan comes with a price. She loses her balance and falls. Mufasa rushes to save her while Taka, frozen by fear, hides. Once things are calm again, Rafiki tends to her injuries and she wakes up confused. When she asks who saved her, Mufasa gives credit to Taka, who silently thanks his brother. That night, Mufasa dreams of his mother, her warmth connecting him to his lost home. Sarabi also appears in his dreams, stirring feelings he hadn't expected. The next morning, Mufasa comes up with a plan to avoid the white lions. Zazu volunteers to scout ahead, confirming they've lost their pursuers. For the first time in days, the group finally rests. Later, Sarabi approaches Mufasa, revealing she knows the truth. It was he who saved her. She praises his courage and tells him he is meant to be a great king. Though Mufasa brushes off her words, her honesty touches him, and together they sing of bravery and kindness. From the shadows, Taka listens as the group celebrates. Filled with jealousy and rage, he stumbles into King Kairos. Driven by anger, Taka betrays Mufasa, telling Kairos that Mufasa killed his son and offering to lead him to both Mufasa and the paradise of Meal. With this, Taka forms a dark alliance with the White Lions. The next day, Taka rejoins the group, hiding his betrayal. Along the journey, he leaves small marks to guide Kairos and his group. Finally, they arrive at Meal, a stunning paradise of rivers, green plants, and lively life. The group celebrates as Rafiki, standing under a tree from his visions, declares Mufasa the brother meant to stand there. Their joy is cut short as Kairos and his group arrive, exposing Taka's betrayal. Mufasa, shocked, refuses to believe it, but Taka bitterly confirms his actions, accusing Mufasa of being favored by everyone, even their parents. Kairos demands revenge, but Mufasa rallies the animals, reminding them of their shared place in the circle of life. Inspired, they unite to face the white lions. Inside a cave, Mufasa battles Kairos in a brutal fight. From above, Taka hesitates, torn by jealousy and a lingering connection with his brother. As Kairos overpowers Mufasa and gets ready for the final blow, Taka hears his mother's voice urging him to act. In a moment of doing the right thing, Taka steps in, saving Mufasa. Outside, Rafiki guides the animals to safety using his knowledge of the land. Inside the cave, a sudden flood covers everything. Underwater, Mufasa delivers a final hit on Kairos as a falling rock crushes the White Lion King, ending his rule. As the water goes down, sunlight streams into the cave, lighting up Mufasa, hurt but victorious. Rafiki declares that Mufasa has taken his rightful place in the circle of life. Struggling to leave the cave, Mufasa leans on Taka, who helps him briefly before moving back into the shadows as Sarabi arrives. Feeling overlooked once more, Taka disappears without a word. Outside, Mufasa and Sarabi emerge to a crowd of cheering animals. Mufasa is announced as the Lion King of Meal. In a touching surprise, his mother appears alive, and they reunite with joy. She brings sad news. His father has passed away. Later, Taka returns, filled with regret, begging for forgiveness. Though others demand he be sent away, Mufasa refuses. Instead, he declares, "From now on, I will never speak your name. You will be called Scar." Silent and boiling with anger, Scar walks away, his eyes burning with hatred as he watches Mufasa climb Pride Rock and roar, marking the start of his reign. Back in the present, Kiara, standing in the rain, roars with all her might, connecting with her family's history. Through the storm, she sees her father, Simba, and runs to hug him in a heartfelt reunion. As the rain clears, Timon and Pumbaa congratulate Rafiki on his storytelling. Simba and Kiara return to the Pride lands with a surprise, Kiara's younger brother. Overjoyed, Kiara promises to protect him, making sure the circle of life continues. And so the story ends, a celebration of family, what's passed down, and the strong bond of the Pride lands. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more awesome content.